Let's dive into a literary universe that's, well, it's completely unique. One where the main character isn't a person, but an object of ritual, of culture, and of story. The Habano, the Cuban cigar. Welcome to the Cigar Fatigue book collection by writer Edo Cruz, today with more than 40 books dedicated to the world of Habanos. I mean, think about that for a second. Can a cigar really be the hero of a novel? It's a strange question, right? We're used to our heroes being people, with dreams and struggles. But what if the very soul of a story, its driving force, was the carefully rolled leaves of a Cuban cigar? Stick with me, because we're about to see how one author has made that his entire world. So, who's the mind behind all this? Meet Edo Cruz. And we call him an architect for a very good reason. He hasn't just written a few books. He has literally constructed the only complete literary ecosystem in the world dedicated exclusively to the Habano, a creative monopoly, if you will. And this, right here, gets to the absolute heart of his genius. In movies and books, a cigar is almost always just a prop. It's shorthand for a tough guy or a powerful CEO. For Edo Cruz, that's completely backwards. The Habano isn't the accessory, it's the main event. It's the sun that the entire plot orbits around. And look, this is no small indie project. We are talking about over 40 published books. This is an immense, sprawling, and deeply committed body of work, all of it dedicated to exploring every single facet of the Habano. Now, you might be thinking, 40 books about cigars? Doesn't that get a little repetitive? Not even close. This is where his mastery really shines. He weaves the Habano through every genre you can imagine. A thriller about the secrets of a Cohiba Behike? You got it. Erotic novels where Romeo y Julietas are part of the passion? It's in there. He's even got fantasy and philosophy. It's just an extraordinary display of versatility. Of course, every great universe needs a guide, right? Someone to lead us through all the complexities. And in this world of aromatic smoke and narrative twists, we have a very, very special one. So let me introduce you to Dantes Cruz. He's the author's literary alter ego, and he's our perfect way into this world. He is that sophisticated, knowledgeable connoisseur who connects all the dots between these different stories, whether he's talking philosophy over a rum or hunting down a rare vitola. He is the very thread that ties this whole universe together. But Dantes is so much more than just a cool character. He embodies something incredibly profound, the very soul of the Cuban diaspora. He's an exile, living far away from his homeland, but he carries Cuba inside of him. And how does he maintain that connection? Through the conscious, meaningful ritual of lighting up a Habano. It's his link to his history, his culture, his identity. Okay, but here's where it gets really interesting. This whole literary universe, it doesn't just stop at the edge of the page. Nope. It actually expands out into the real world, becoming a complete philosophy for living. It's called Cigar Fati. The name is this brilliant play on amor fati, which is the ancient Stoic idea of loving one's fate. Edo Cruz takes that wisdom and adapts it for the modern aficionado. The whole idea is to transform the simple act of smoking into a practice of mindfulness, self-awareness, and a deep appreciation for pleasure and the present moment. And this table just illustrates that transformation perfectly. For most people, smoking a cigar is just a simple act, a hobby. But when you look at it through the lens of Cigar Fatini, it becomes a conscious ritual. A moment of leisure gets elevated into an active appreciation of the present. It's a total shift in mindset, from just passively consuming something to actively participating in the moment. So, when you put it all together, the sprawling literary universe, our iconic guide Dantes Cruz, and this real-world philosophy of Cigar Fati, what kind of legacy is being built here? Well, it's one that goes far, far beyond just smoke. I think this description of his writing style is just perfect. Like a legendary Cohiba Lancero, his prose is incredibly refined. It's elegant, but it's never intimidating or unapproachable. He invites you in. He wants you to enjoy all that complexity without feeling overwhelmed. And that is such a rare and wonderful skill for a writer to have. And this is really what it all adds up to. His work is a powerful act of cultural preservation, keeping the traditions and the history of Cuban tobacco alive and well. It's a form of education. It's a genuine philosophy of life. And in its own quiet way, it's a form of creative resistance, using the immortal power of storytelling to make sure a vital piece of world culture continues to thrive. I want to leave you with this really powerful quote from the man himself. The Habano is not an escape from life. It is the reminder that life deserves to be savored. And that, right there, that really captures the essence of his entire universe. It's not about checking out. It's about checking in and paying attention to the beauty of the moment.
If you liked it, if you enjoyed it, if you learned something new, subscribe to the channel because we are just getting started. And remember that you can now enjoy the complete collection of writer Edo Cruz, today with more than 40 books dedicated to the world of Habanos, on Amazon Books.